Hey, Shopley fam, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever it is you're tuning in from today. Drop us a comment in the question and answers and let us know exactly where that is. I love seeing all the countries come together. Now, for those who don't know me, I'm Rachel McVinish, Executive Director here at Shopley, and today I'm going to take you through the snapshot. So it's today for me. I'm coming live to you from Australia, and it is mid-morning Thursday. I know a lot of you on the call are from the US, so it's happy Wednesday night to you guys. Give me a moment to share my screen and we will get started. Now, a lot of you on the call tonight may just be hearing about Shopley for the first time. So if that's the case, you've come to the right place. And for those of you who have invited people tonight, we will get started. So the big question is, what is Shoply? So Shoply is a global social commerce marketplace connecting brands, and those brands can be either physical or digital brands, business development people, team builders, social media influencers, and customer rewards. Now, we refer to ourselves as decentralized commerce. And what that actually means is traditionally the e-commerce space has been centralized. It's been centralized by the big players in the industry, whether that be Amazon, eBay, Alibaba, etc. But what Shoply is on a mission to do is decentralize commerce, and that means bringing the power and the profits back to the people. So last year, this is a great validation for our business model. Accenture, who is arguably one of the biggest business consulting firms in the world, released a report, and this was after we'd already started building out the platform, saying that social commerce is predicted to hit $1.2 trillion by the end of 2025. And, we are now in November 2025. But what the report said is a social commerce ecosystem is the connection of users with the connection of influencers, creators, and resellers, connecting those to small brands all on the one platform. And that platform is exactly Shoply. So I think in further validation to our business model is all of us on the call here will have heard of Amazon, who's the second most valuable company in the world, and TikTok, who is one of the fastest growing social media platforms. They understood and they are aware of the growing trend of social commerce and didn't want to miss out. So they have also done a partnership together, which again is just great validation for our business model. Now, live commerce is essentially a subset of social commerce, and this here just goes through to show you some of the power in live commerce out there at the moment. So Stormy Steele here, who you can see $1 million in TikTok shop sales in a single day, $1 million in a single day. And then Zhang Zhang over here, if I don't know if you've watched this video, it is absolutely incredible, but $13.7 million a week going live for 3 seconds. So what she has is a conveyor belt. She brings up a product, shows it for 3 seconds, puts it back down, the conveyor belt brings her in the next one. And that is how she goes about making $13.7 million a week. But I think one of the most powerful validations for our business model, and most of us all on the call here have heard of Gary Vaynerchuk or Gary V. He predicts a lot of trends in the industry. He's been accurate and bang on for a lot of those. And this is what Gary has had to say.
Live social shopping is the only potential thing that Amazon should be worrying about. There are a ton of creators right now who will never get millions of followers and make millions of dollars. But if they switch to being someone that sells something on social instead of making lifestyle content, they will make millions of dollars. 6 years ago, I was yelling at everybody to be on TikTok. Now everybody cries to me when they see me and be like, Gary, I should have listened to you. Now everyone's on TikTok. Now I'm yelling at you to do social shopping. Either you're going to listen or you're going to cry about not doing it. Live social shopping is the underpriced attention.
And I think he's absolutely right. We've seen that trend, and that trend is just going to continue to grow. So at Shopley, we have one of the biggest things I love most about Shopley is it really has an opportunity for everyone. And that's what we're going to step through next. So first we're going to look at an opportunity for a merchant on the Shopley platform. Some of the biggest things that brands or merchants or people out there with a website and a store struggle with is that brand exposure. And they also struggle with being able to expand their sales force to be able to, leverage social media affiliates and influencers, and also struggle with that cost of acquisition, which is up and down, because you look at Facebook ads, you can never quite understand. And I think I've lost my screen share there, guys. I've got a phone call right in the middle of that, so I do apologize. And the other thing they really struggle with is to be, able to acquire brand ambassadors. And that is exactly what Shopley is going to be able to do for merchants on our platform. We are going to help with the use of affiliates and influencers, bring you brand exposure. We're going to be able to help you expand your sales force. We're going to be able to give you a predictable cost of acquisition. And when you're out there building a business or building your brand, that is really, really important. And we're going to be able to acquire those brand ambassadors for you. So the way we have done that is we now have a full integration with Shopify. Everyone out there knows and has heard of Shopify. So what that means is all of a sudden we know that there's 5,000 stores, global active stores out there on Shopify. And it gives us the ability to give you essentially a one-stop shop. You can integrate your Shopify store through the Shopley app onto the Shopley platform within 5 to 10 minutes. And what Shopify give you is they give you the e-commerce store building. So they will give you the store, the website, they will give you integrated payments and checkout. They will give you all the merchant tools and back-end management system. And what Shopley are able to do for you is give you that brand exposure and traffic, that customer conversion, and that affiliate sales force. So that then leads us into the influencer opportunity. So traditionally, influencers have struggled. They've had to go out there, they've had to find their own brands to work with. A lot of those brands take very high percentages of what they're able to earn. And then there's a lot of copycat people out there copying them. So the influencer opportunity with Shopley is incredibly powerful because all of a sudden we are giving them unlimited offers. They can come on our platform, they can look at what aligns with them, what aligns with their brand, and they can start sharing the links on their platform. They can start that work straight away. And what they'll get is 100% of the incentive cost. There's no hidden fees. They'll receive 100% of the direct bonus. Nothing else will be taken out of that, which is really powerful. But I think most importantly for the influencers is the attribution. Shoppers stay linked to you for their entire purchases on the platform. And for most e-commerce platforms, that is incredibly unusual. If you click on a link from somebody and you buy that product, you see a different product on the same platform. So let's say Amazon, a lot of people shop on that platform every day. You go back to that platform and you buy it from someone else, then that's not attributed to that person, but we are giving that attribution back to that particular influencer every time they are putting a link out there. So traditionally in the influencer space, we've seen it's always been about the mega influencer. We've seen a real shift in the way people shop, and this isn't new. It's happened over time, but what is really happening at the moment is it's time for those nano influencers. So when we say nano influencer, we're referring to somebody, that has a following of around 1,000 to 10,000 people because they have the highest engagement rate with their audience. They are the most authentic with their audience. And traditionally, they've mastered their niche. So their audience relates to them much more. They're much more trustworthy than any of those mega influencers because the world now sees that mega influencers are only out there talking about a product because of what they're paid, where nano influencers are, people like you and me who may, I know if I'm going to buy a particular product, whether it be maybe a foundation or a nutrition or wellness product, I want to hear from someone just like me about what it's done for them. And I think that is the power in the influencer opportunity on the platform. So the website to check out the platform is shoply.com. This is a quick video here of what we can do. What I'm going to do here is I'm just going to stop share and I'm going to actually take you to the platform to have a look. So this is shoply.com. So you can go in, you can search by product, you can explore any of the vendors, you can explore any of the merchants. We've kicked off the platform just about a month ago now. So we have close to 100 merchants and close to 7,000 products on the platform. So you can go through, search by particular category. We have all the newest products on there, and then we have all of our merchants there. So, I think what's really powerful about this is I'm going to take you into a merchant here. So let's have a look at this one. You go into visiting the store. What you have the ability to do is you can share the store in its entirety. So you can copy it here to paste it to Instagram. You can share it straight to WhatsApp, straight to Facebook. You can text it. You can message it. I'm hearing here that nobody can see my screen. Give me a moment. Okay. I'm hoping you can see it now. If someone can just drop me a comment in the Q&A there. I see it. Thank you so much for that, Mike. Apologies for that, guys. That phone call really messed everything up. But what this is just showing you. So I'm just going to go back to the homepage here because you weren't able to see the screen. So this is shoply.com. You can go down, you can search via categories. You can go in to explore and search for any particular product that you want. You can go straight to merchants. It will take you to a list of all the merchants. We've got all the newest products there that are featured, and then we go down here into all of our merchants. So I will click on, let's have a look at Energy Lounger here. What you can do is you can share the store in its entirety, or you can go down to a particular product here and share the product. So you've got all the tools here to be able to share it. So if I was to click on Facebook, what that will then do is load direct to my Facebook. It's telling me to log in there. But I will go back to sharing my other screen and show you that. And what it does is you can automatically share it to Facebook. It'll show there in the back office here the percentage direct bonus and rebate that the influencer or affiliate can have, and then it's as simple as them sharing it to whatever platform they want to share it to, whether that be, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, or direct to email, direct to message. So that we've been bringing on affiliates and influencers over the last couple of weeks, and we've been getting very, very consistent positive feedback around how simple it is just to share that link, and they know that they're going to get 10% of that particular amount for this particular vendor. The merchant or vendor gets to pick that amount, and we're really getting some amazing feedback from there. So I just wanted to be able to, show you that one. So let me just jump back to our PowerPoint here. A little bit of jumping today, guys, but I thought it was important that we actually um, show you how that actually performs through the system. So this is just obviously showing you the Facebook there that we've gone through. That's how it creates the post. It gives you the ability to be able to say whatever you want. That's where you can give your personal testimonial about you've been using the product, you love it, what it's done for you, etc., etc. So that then brings us to the team builder opportunity. So we all know, and a lot of you on the call that I've had this discussion with, and I know a lot of you new people to the call will have had these discussions out there as well. But traditionally in the team builder space, sales globally have dropped, and that's because of social media influencers, affiliate marketplaces, and the gig economy. And what Shoply is really fixing that, because it's a platform of purposes. It gives you the ability to recruit your own products. So traditionally, if you were out there building a business for one particular company, you only had access to that one particular company. So let's say you're working with a skincare brand and they only had 6 product SKUs. You could only work with those 6 product SKUs and that particular company. Now you have the ability to go out there and bring on the merchants that you want to work with. So if I'm out there building my own business, I go, okay, I use this particular brand of skincare. I love it. I'm going to bring that onto the platform. I also love this particular brand of activewear that I wear every day. So I'm going to bring that onto the platform. And then these are the nutritionals that I love to take every day. So I'm going to bring that merchant onto the platform. What it does then, it gives you the ability to curate and build your own business the way you want to build it with the products that you want to build it. And that's something that's never been done on a platform before. So that is incredibly powerful. And global business model. This is another thing that's very important for a lot of team builders out there. They've had to wait for the companies that they've worked with to look at getting all the regulatory approvals, whether that product works in that market, and take that product into other markets that they want to work in. The great thing here now is, let's say for me, I live in Australia, but I have a lot of contacts in Vietnam or Malaysia or Singapore. I can work with local brands in those markets and bring them on. If they've got a Shopify store, I can onboard them in 5 minutes, and instantly people can start purchasing and building with those products. So that ability to cross borders is much easier and no longer a barrier when building your business. So the other opportunity here is the customer positioning, and I see this one as a very powerful way to earn income as well, because there are a lot of people out there that don't want to bring on brands. They don't want to be an influencer. They want to be able to buy products that they use and love every day and get cashback rewards for them. There's particular cashback companies out there that's all they focus on. There's membership companies out there, and that's all they focus on. So if we have a look at cashback rewards, the average cashback rewards from the top companies like Rakuten, Citibank, etc., you get anywhere on average, 2 to 4%, let's say on average there, based on those figures. And with Shoply, you're getting 10 to 20%. So that is an absolute no-brainer. You look at us from Shoply in comparison to those membership companies. So this is where you're looking at your likes of your Costco and your Amazon that you pay subscriptions to. You traditionally have no cashback rewards. They focus on the bulk discounts and the free shipping. And what you're getting there with Shoply is you may not be getting that free shipping, but the brand variety is incredible. And then if you have a look at those MLM companies that offer those cashback rewards, you're getting, Shoply is giving you that cashback reward. You're getting the brand variety is the big thing there because when you're referring to just those companies, you can only use that products. And that's the one that I touched on um, a little bit earlier there. So let me just share my screen again. I've just got another message saying that people are not able to see my screen. So I'm not sure what's actually going on there, guys. So I do apologize. I'm just going to actually share it in a PowerPoint form here, which may make life a little bit easier rather than sharing it direct from Canva. So you should now see the licenses and subscriptions. So now I just wanted to take you through, what the licenses and subscriptions are on the platform. So we've touched on all the different avenues that how you can build a business, what you can do there, and this is how it all flows in and works. So we've obviously got the Influencer Pro opportunity, which is has an enrollment fee and then a subscription there of $39.99. What that Influencer Pro does is it gives you the ability to earn all the incentive plan drivers within the system. You can share links, you can bring on vendors, you can build a business, you can do everything that the platform allows. And with that enrollment, you also get a $300 voucher to spend on a store with on the Shoply platform that gives you so you can then actually get products in your hand and do some user generated content for the merchants and get out there and start talking about those products. We also then have an influencer license that does everything an Influencer Pro can, but you can't bring on merchants. So if you're just wanting to build a business, and build your affiliates out, that's a great opportunity. But if you were wanting to bring on stores, we definitely would suggest that Influencer Pro. Right now, what we have available is you can bring on merchants for $1 for 90 days. We're giving them 90 days free on the platform to be able to see how the platform works. Is it going to how it's going to work for them, et cetera, et cetera. And I think, that is an amazing opportunity. No subscription fee for 90 days. It really is just a try before you buy option, which is, why we're getting a lot of merchants to the platform at the moment. We also got the Rewards Plus. I touched on that model. So that's a $1 license and a $7 monthly subscription for you to be able to go in and purchase any of the products and get that cashback reward. Affiliates also $1 with a $9.99 monthly subscription. And we then have the affiliate manager. If you want to get out there and build a team of affiliates, then the affiliate manager is for you. It's a $99 license and the $19.99 a month. We also have the merchant developer bonus. The merchant developer license. And what that is for is, I would say it's for those B2B professionals, those people who have a lot of contacts out there in the merchant space, traditionally have worked in the B2B space and just want to focus on bringing merchants onto the platform. They don't want to share links. They don't want to build a business. They don't want to do anything else but just bring brands to the platform. So what that does is that opens up all the merchant developer payments, which we'll touch on when we go through the incentive drivers a little bit later. But I think one of the most powerful most powerful licenses you can get is that Influencer Pro, because what it does, it gives you the ability to be able to do everything on the platform. So if you have a look here, what this shows is you essentially get your Influencer Pro license. And this is just, to show you how simple the cycle is. You get your Influencer Pro license, you refer your Shopify store, you download the Shoply app, your store is onboarded. Your store goes live in the marketplace. Shoply starts promoting, posting, and sharing along with all the affiliates and influencers, increasing your exposure and brand awareness. And that's when you're getting those customer purchases. And then from there, what you see is it just duplicate. Reward members duplicate, affiliates, team builders, all of that essentially just duplicates. This one here is just a brief touch on, the incentive plan drivers that are linked to all the different opportunities that I have essentially touched on. So, the social sellers are those people who just want to share the links. They just want to, sell on their social platforms. They want to go live. They want to do all of that, just sharing that link. They will get the direct bonus. If you're wanting to be the store developer, you'll get the store developer bonus, you'll get the marketplace commissions, and part of that merchant developer license is for every merchant that you bring on, you're getting $40 of their subscription paid to you every month that they're active on the store, which I think is really, really powerful. So let's say I bring on in a month 10 stores because I'm a B2B expert. That's just what I want to focus on. I will get $40 off every one of those 10 stores every month while ever they're active on the platform, along with the store development bonus and the marketplace commissions. We then have obviously the team builders who have the ability to do the social selling, to bring on the stores, but they also want to build a team and bring others in to help them do everything on the platform. So they will earn all those other bonuses as well as the license bonuses and further levels of marketplace commissions. In turn, you become a team builder, you then become a team leader because you've got your team building out under you. So along with everything else of those incentive plan drivers we've touched on, you'll then start earning those subscription residuals and the check matches. So, I think this just goes to show that, and what I love most about Shoply is there really is an avenue for everybody. We know the power of social selling. We've seen the stats. We've seen it all. So if it's as simple as that's what you want to do, you absolutely can. You want to build a business, you absolutely can. You just want to talk to stores, you absolutely can. If you want to be an entrepreneur and get out there and do everything and build that income, you can be a team leader and you absolutely can. And I think having one platform that can do all of that is incredibly, incredibly powerful. So just to finish off tonight, I just wanted to touch on this. I'm going to leave up on the screen for a couple of minutes. This is how we communicate all of our information at Shoply on our Telegram channels. All of the calls are promoted in there. All of our merchant showcases are in there. We're going to be putting up all of those recordings in there, linking to those. Any promos or anything we have are all put up in there as well. But I think from here, any of you on those calls with any questions, head back to the person who invited you to the call tonight, sit down and talk to them. You now understand a little bit more. And if you do have any of those questions, just reach out. You can reach out to support at Shoply as well, and we can assist you there. So, I hope you've enjoyed this evening's snapshot. It's been a pleasure to spend some time with you, and thank you very much. We'll see you somewhere else in the Shoply world.